Today in the mail, I received the Nyko core controller and the Nyko Charge Block Pro, so I figured we open up these bad boys and take a look. Hey guys, VanBjorn20 back again, and yes, I did receive the Nyko Charge Block Pro and the core controller. I did only expect the Charge Block Pro because they sent me an email saying they were going to send this to me for like a review. This is kind of like an added bonus. I had no idea I was going to get this, and honestly, I'm not a big fan of wired controllers, and this is not wireless, so this is going to be really interesting to try this out. You know, I don't really mind wired controllers as long as they give you a long enough cord. So hopefully this isn't like, you know, the NES Classic Edition all over again and it's like a really short cord. So we will be opening this up, checking out the cord, seeing how responsive the controller is, and we will be definitely checking this out. I'm really excited about this because, like my cell phone, I got a pad for my cell phone. I just set my cell phone down and it charges. I hate having to plug things. Call me lazy, call me whatever you want, but I hate plugging things in and out all the time. Plus, it kind of like wears out the ports. So it's kind of nice to have something that you can just drop it in and let it charge. So I'm curious to see how well this works, and I'm curious to see how long the cord is on this bad boy, and like if it's how responsive it is and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and open up the Charge Block Pro first, because this is what I'm most excited about. Let's check this bad boy out. Really well, obviously it's got like, you know, instructions. Nobody pays attention to those. It's got the cord to plug it in. I don't know what that thing is yet. You gotta put this thing together or what? Hold up. Alright, I think we got everything out of the box now, so it looks like it just comes with like this, and then it gave me this thing. I'm actually kind of confused at the moment of how this actually is going to work. Do you just slide this? Oh, okay. Literally all I have in the box is this, which is the stand that you put the controller on. You've got this clip that clips onto something. Haven't quite figured it out yet. Plug, which is going to plug in right here into the wall, into this, which plugs into the wall. So just got to figure out where this goes. Well, I finally figured it out. I know what this little thing does now, and I guess that's what the instructions are for, but I'm kind of hard-headed. I'm a man. We don't use these stupid things. We don't use instructions, all right? You guys, if you feel me, leave a comment below, but this thing right here, this little thing doesn't connect to the base itself. So what you need to do is you actually grab your Pro controller and you just plug this right into the charging port right here. So you'll plug that piece in there and it clips in there really nice. So, and then I'm assuming you just leave it on. So this is always going to be on your controller now. And then once you have that on your controller, you can just slide it right on in. And I'll show you how this works. Here we go. So you just kind of like slide it on like so. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and plug this bad boy in. I'm going to go downstairs, put it where I'm actually going to put it because I always charge it in a particular spot. And now that I have this nice little stand, it's going to work a lot better. So let's go ahead and plug this in downstairs and actually see how well it charges, see if it actually lights up, see if it does charge. I'm curious to see if there's even a light indicator that shows when it's charging and when it's done charging. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay guys, here is my Nintendo Switch with my awesome light up dock, and I got some amiibos in front of it. I think it looks cool. This is where I normally charge my controller. Let's put it in the block here and see if it works. The Nyko charge block, and it clips right in, and sweet. It looks like it's charging. Is there an LED lit up somewhere? Yes, there is. Right here at the top, you can see there's a red LED right there. Looks sweet. Let's go ahead and take this off and see if it stops. There we go. The light turns off. Let's put it back on. And the light turns on again. Don't know how well you can see it, but it looks like it works pretty good, guys. I love it. Now we have the core controller. I did not expect them to send me this. This is, like I said, kind of like a bonus. Let's go ahead and open this up. Normally, I would not buy a wired controller just because, I mean, it's 2017, actually 2018. Man, I'm still stuck in 2017. But it's 2018. We shouldn't have like wired controllers. You know what I'm saying? It should be all wireless. I know a lot of people do prefer wired controllers when they're playing hardcore like fighting games and stuff like that, because there's less chance of like any input lag and stuff like that. So okay, so this might not be too bad, because it looks like we have quite a bit of cord here. So like I said, as long as they give me a lot of cord, it's not an issue. I just hate like the really small cords. And they wrapped it up good. Alright, so this is actually pretty impressive. Look how long this is. So here's the controller, okay? Here's the controller. Is that a sticker? Yeah, it has a sticker. We can just go ahead and peel that sticker off. Alright. So here we go. Here's the controller. And look how long this cord is, okay? So the cord is like really long. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. It's really long. So I'm actually pretty excited about this controller now, because like I said, as long as the cord is really long, that way I'm not constricted and I can actually sit comfortably away from the TV. It's not a problem. So let's go ahead and plug this in. We'll probably play some Mario Kart. I'm only going to play for maybe 30 seconds or so and test out the drifting and like the controls. That's normally how I test out a controller, see how good it is, because I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. So let's go ahead and pop in some Mario Kart and see how well it works. Okay guys, we booted up some Mario Kart. Let's go ahead and try this bad boy out. And we got the boost at the beginning, so we're doing just fine. So far, it feels like it's working good. I mean, the drifting is working fine. And yeah, this feels really good. The triggers, you know, the L and R buttons, or the ZL, ZR buttons, or whatever, that I'm using to drift right now, are a little bit more springier than the Pro controller. As weird as that might sound, like when I let go, they spring right back up. Like they got some really good springs or something in it. But feels good. I'm really impressed. I did not think I was going to enjoy it this much. I could really see myself using this controller if I had some people over and they wanted to play. Usually once people play with me, I'm like, okay, they get the cheap, crappy controller and I get the good controller. I can honestly say I wouldn't mind playing with this controller. Really, really well done. Really well done. So we push the home button. That works. Another thing I do want to try out is some Super Mario Brothers Arcade Archives versus Super Mario Brothers. And I want to try out the D-pad. I really want to try out this D-pad to see how well it works. You guys all know I love Mario. I've been streaming this, trying to get, you know, break some world records and stuff. So we're just going to go to... we'll just go to high score mode just for laughs. We're just going to play a couple seconds. I just want to see if there's any button lag. See if it's a little bit better, because when you do play with a Pro controller, there is a little bit of button lag, a little bit. Okay, wow, that's not bad. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like it feels responsive. I'm impressed. That works. This is a really good D-pad. This is like a pretty good darn D-pad. Like, yeah, this is nice. I like it. So wow, okay, I don't really have any really good fighting games to test this out, because a fighting game would really test out this D-pad, but I'm pretty impressed. Well, there you have it, guys. This has been my full review of the Nyko Core Controller and the Charge Block Pro. I really love the Charge Block Pro. You can just slide your controller in there and charge it. You don't have to keep unplugging it. And this really impressed me. I'm not going to lie. This is probably why they sent it to me. I did not know I was going to get this. Thank you, Nyko, for sending me this awesome controller and the Charge Block here. It's really, really good. I didn't have an extra controller. Now I do. I'm really happy. And it works super, super good, guys. This is a nice, cheap controller, and it doesn't really feel that cheap at all. Really responsive. Like I said, I was playing Mario Kart just fine. I was playing some platforming on Super Mario Brothers, and it was working just fine. So I can actually recommend this. So I actually recommend, if you don't have an extra controller and you don't want to shell out the $70 or whatever for a Pro controller, this is a really nice option. That's pretty much all for right now, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful, and there'll be more to come shortly. Thanks again, guys.